Subjects for the lyric poets of the present time. 2 letters to N.M. Yazikov. Your poem Earthquake enraptured me. Zhukovsky is also enthusiastic about it. In his opinion, it is the best not only of yours, but of all Russian poems. To take an event of the past and to change it into the present, what a clever and rich idea. And the application to the poet concludes the ode in a way that fits each one of us, whatever his vocation may be, so that we may apply it to ourselves in these hard times of universal earthquake where everything has grown insecure through fear of the future. My friend, a living spring is opened before you, in your words to the poet, quote, and bring to trembling men the lofty prayer, end of quote. There are contained words addressed to you. The secret of your muse is revealed to you. The present time is precisely the field for the lyric poet. By satire, you will produce nothing. With a simple picture of reality examined by the eye of a contemporary worldly man, you will awaken no one. Our century is gloriously asleep. No, look for an event in the past which resembles the present. Force it to appear vividly and throw it in everyone's face, as it was in its time thrown by the heavenly wrath. Flay our present by the past, and your word will be clothed with twice its power. The past will appear more alive, and the present will raise its cry. Leaf through the Old Testament. There you will find each of our present events. You will see more clearly than day how the present has sinned before God, and the terrible judgment of God upon it so manifestly presented that the present will shake with trembling. You have instruments and ways, and your verse is a power which reproaches as it elevates. Just now both are necessary. It is necessary to encourage some and to reproach others, to encourage those who are confused by the fears and the callousness surrounding them, to reproach those who, at the holy moment of divine wrath and sufferings everywhere, dare to abandon themselves to the turbulence of their passions and shameful pleasures. Your verses must be in the eyes of everyone like those letters traced in the air which appeared at the feast of Balthazar, which terrified everyone even before they could penetrate their meaning. And if you want to be still better understood by everyone, then after having acquired the spirit of the Bible, descend with it as with a torch into the depths of the Russian past, and with that past, strike the shame of the present, and at the same time deepen further in us that before which our shame becomes still more shameful. Your verse will not be dull, believe me. The past will lend you its colors, and of itself will inspire you. It is so alive and so stirring in our chronicles. Recently, a book has fallen into my hands, An Imperial Progress. One would think it dull, but it has words and names of imperial decorations of rich fabrics and precious stones. A real treasure for a poet. Each word should be enshrined in your verse. You will marvel at the jewels in our language. Its sonority is already a gift. Everything is grained and hard as pearls, and really the name is still more jewel-like than the thing itself. Yes, if you only ornament your verse with words of this kind, you will lead the reader wholly into the past. As for me, after having read 3 pages of this book, it was as though I saw everywhere a czar of olden times, reverently going to evening services in all his antique imperial attire. 1844. I write to you under the influence of that same poem of yours, Earthquake. For God's sake, do not abandon a work begun. Rereading the Bible attentively, acquire a knowledge of the Russian past, and look at the present in its light. Many, many subjects will be offered to you, and it is a sin for you not to see them. Not for nothing did Zhukovsky call your poetry an ecstasy without any definite direction. It is a shame to waste your lyric power in the form of blank shots in the air when it was given to you to explode rocks and move cliffs. Look around you. Today everything is a subject for the lyric poet. Each man demands that he be appealed to lyrically. On whatever side you turn, you see that it is necessary either to reproach or to refresh someone. Above all, reproach with powerful lyrical reproaches intelligent but discouraged people. You will persuade them if you show them the question in its true light. That is, that the man who gives in to discouragement is trash, for discouragement is cursed by God. The true Russian you will lead to inveigh against discouragement. You will raise him above the terrors and shakings of earth, as you raised the poet in your earthquake. In powerful lyrical form, appeal to the man who is splendid but asleep. Throw him a plank from the shore and cry to him with all your strength so that he may save his poor soul. He is already far from shore, carried by the paltriness of worldly life, carried by dinners, by dancers' legs, by daily sleep-producing drunkenness. Insensibly shaped by flesh, he becomes flesh with almost no soul. Shout aloud and show him the witch of age advancing upon him, made of an iron next to which iron itself is merciful, which neither gives nor returns a crumb of feeling. Oh, if you could read to him what my Plyushkin will say, if I attain to the 3rd volume of Dead Souls. In an angry dithyramb heap ignominy upon the new usurer of modern times, his cursed luxury and his abominable wife who ruins herself and her husband with her fashions and her finery, the despicable threshold of their rich house, the foul air breathed there, so that all the world may flee, them like the plague, run away and never return. In a triumphal hymn, exalt the unknown toiler who, to the honor of the lofty Russian race, although among grafters, still does not accept bribes, even when all the world accepts him. Exalt him and his family, his noble wife, who would rather wear her old, unfashionable cap and be the object of others' laughter than permit her husband to be unjust and mean. Put forward their fine poverty so that, like a holy thing, it may strike everyone's eyes, and so that each of us may wish to be poor himself. In your hymn, celebrate the giant who could issue only from the Russian land, who suddenly awakened from his shameful sleep becomes something other than what he was. In the sight of all the spitting on his abominations and infamous vices, he will become the foremost champion of the good. Show how this heroic enterprise is accomplished in a really Russian soul. But show it so that the Russian nature in each cannot help vibrating, and so that everyone, even those of the lowest and roughest estate, cries out, "Ah, what a stalwart!" feeling that he would be capable of a like deed himself. Many, many are the subjects for a lyric poet. It is impossible to put them into a book, much less into a letter. The true Russian sentiment is dying out, and there is no one to arouse it. Our boldness sleeps. Our decisiveness and courage sleep. Our firmness and power sleep. Our intelligence sleeps amid the sluggishness and mollycoddling of the worldly life which has introduced us, under the name of enlightenment, to empty, petty innovations. Shake the sleep from your eyes and abolish sleep from others' eyes. Go on your knees before God and beg his wrath and his love. Wrath against what ruins man, love for the poor soul of the man who has been ruined and who ruins himself. You will find the words, the expressions will be found. Fire, not words, will fly from your lips as they did from the lips of the ancient prophets, if only like them you make it a matter of your own heart and blood, if only like them you bestrew your head with ashes and tear your clothes, and sobbing, supplicate God for the power and consecrate yourself to the salvation of your land as they consecrated themselves to the salvation of their chosen people. 1844.